Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys. I'm back again, more Nightingale. I know I'd mentioned I might be poking around Sherlock Holmes The Awakening redone. And I have been poking around in it. One of its major mechanics is particularly resistant to understanding, so I'm still working on that. Their investigation mechanic is essentially not explained in-game at all. So I'm watching videos of people going through the game to see how it works, because they really don't explain it. But I have been getting some insight into how it works. In which case, I might start replaying The Sinking City, the first one, and because that investigation thing drove me away from it, really. All right, we're back. Sounds like it's raining again. It rains a lot here. All right. That's a cave, not interested. That's an infestation. We can open up with that. Then hit the Bastille of Intellect, the Corrupted Fey Ruins, which has the Corrupted Carnute that we need to heal. Then the Corrupted Cave, where there's the mushrooms that we need to deal with. And then the Odd Glyph. So those are quest, and quest. So, we're just going to head in this direction. I'm hungry, despite still having buffs from food. How about a little blueberry salad? Just, fill in the edges. Good evening to whomever has joined me. I hope your hump day has been successfully completed. Suppeth, indeed. Suppeth with thou, my friend. Ah! So, suppeth from Alariste and Miss T is supping. I love it when a plan comes together. I wasn't planning anything. And because I'm me, I have to ask, what are you eating? That way I can complain about what I had just finished for dinner. Because I'm pretty sure, whatever you're eating, it's better. Oh, they're back. Well, let's get a little practice in with our gun. Our brand new gun. The gun did a fine job. We will skin these and take their hide and their meat and their bones. And their sundry other bits and pieces. And this is the one we just nuked from afar with our weapon. Let's see. Not eating right now, but you just had a sub, the sandwich. Well, eating an underwater vehicle would be filling. So the sandwich is probably the right call. That can replace that for now. Cheese and onion flavored chips. Not hot chips. Think crisps for you. No, they're... chips are basically potato or tortilla chips. Crisps are England, British. I had a delightful dinner. Not really. My dinner tonight consisted of beans. And that was pretty much it. Some onion, garlic, salt, pepper, water. That was it. About 500 calories of beans. 200 calories of oatmeal with breakfast and lunch combined. And later on, I'll probably have a similar snack. All right, that took care of that. Oh, there's the other one. But I gotta say, basically anything with an onion flavor, I am totally there for. I hated onions when I was a kid. Hated. Would pick them out of everything until one day. In junior high school, which is now called middle school, we had a field trip to the Dickens Fair. And they had a guy selling banger sandwiches. Well, I knew bangers were sausages. This game is a survival and crafting game with some combat and a lot of exploration and an interesting narrative. I knew bangers were sausages, and I love sausage, so I got a banger sandwich, and it was slathered in grilled onions. And I hated onions, but I didn't want to wimp out in front of my friends, so I took a big bite, and all of a sudden I didn't hate onions. I loved onions. Oh, I hated them for most of my youth. I hated them for. But once I got to enjoying them, yeah, I love onions now. Especially grilled onions. They're just the best. But I'm not going to mock or belittle your taste. Because many of my tastes are really... I have some really bad taste choices. So I'm never going to... Oh, I'll take that. Mock anybody else's. Anything in there? I can't see it, but there is a breakable wall over here. So I'm going to break the wall. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Okay. We'll settle for a breakable ceiling then. Do we have anything in there? Am I going to regret going in? That's the question. Looks like we've got a breakable wall. No fat loot in here, sadly. That was what I was hoping to see. For me, it was a life-changing experience was grilled onions. Sauteed onions, sufficiently sauteed. They lose all of the harshness and just become sweet and delicious. Next up is a Bastille of Agility. So this one is sort of a jumping puzzle, more or less. And we have to get, presumably, all the way up to the top. And sometimes these are pretty straightforward, and oftentimes not. A box. Crafting mats and the like. I mean, that Dickens Fair was literally a case of me going home and telling my mom that I no longer hated onions. Mom, you can go ahead and make onions, put onions and stuff now. You don't have to set separate stuff aside for me anymore. I now love onions. somewhere in here. Oh, okay, there we are. All right, so what we've got is we've got these blue squares, and those are usually triggers for opening gates and doors and stuff. So, for instance, in this case, the one back there may open the ceiling here so that this thing, which is a bounce pad, will bounce me up. So we come over here. That's opening a second wall, and through here, presumably another bounce pad. I have to crouch down to get through. And that should be opening the roof here, and I can catch the bouncy pad and miss it. But that time, successfully manage to fly. And then she teleports back to me. No, it's not sad. It's sort of a Victorian. There's been... the Earth has been taken over by the Fade, this unnatural sort of environmental thing that has happened. And... but we'd been traveling between planes for a long time, and so we're on different planes of existence, and there are portals between them. You can build and craft. I can build a house, craft your own weapons and gear and stuff. There is a narrative through it. There is storyline. But at times it does feel a little bit... because it has a lot of this sort of stuff where there's ruins, where people used to be, people aren't anymore. It does have a little bit of sort of a forlorn feeling to it. But this is me finishing out the equivalent of a jumping puzzle. So next up, over there, we've got a boss tier mob. I'm not especially interested in having a fight with a boss tier mob. Basically, they're rare and very difficult mobs. No, that is an NPC follower, basically. They do help out with combat, but will also harvest some materials for you. So, for instance, you may see her there mining. Because she'll do that automated. I can control the tool that she has, and that'll determine the stuff that she will automatically harvest up. It is, however, a co-op game. You can play co-op. That's more bad guys. Alright, so I'm going to switch weapons here. Going to load it, and this is an explosive device. Shoots exploding marbles. And this is a bow and arrow, and it shoots bows. Yeah, it's a meta bow. It shoots bows. Got another one coming in. All right, we'll switch to... God, I hate that. We'll switch to the sword. There are a couple more of them over there, I think. But for now, I need to skin them for their meat, their hide, and their bones. Well, magnifying lens. In America, we call them magnifying glass. We normally would call it a magnifying glass. The reason I'm magnifying lens... Oh, there was one more. Is named after my first character in Star Wars Galaxies, which was the first time in an MMO where I kind of got involved with people. guilds and that sort of stuff. Before that, I basically hadn't done any play with other people. I basically played them as a solo game. My character was named Lens Lark, named after a character from a Jack Vance novel. And in Star Wars Galaxies, your first name is the character name, and the second name is just there as filler. It's optional. So I was known as Lens, and so I was also known as Lens in WoW. I was known as Spongo or Lens in Lord of the Rings Online, and so my default online name became Lens. And I wrote a series of blogs about, many years ago, about 13 years ago, 12 or 13 years ago, I wrote blogs for 6 months. And it was magnifying lens on MMOs. And so, in addition to the nickname of Lens, I added the magnifying part because so often Lens is a name that's already taken. I'm going to have some blueberry salad and some roasted meat. There we go. Delicious. Next up, Bastille of Insight. This one I have not yet done. This is basically, there are a couple of different mechanics for these. They're not very challenging, although in this case they might be because it's a multi-level structure. Okay. These are, well, first of all, freebies. Always take your freebies, boys and girls. And that's a bear, everyone. A bear has arrived and wants to eat me. Stupid bear. Yes, I am streaming to YouTube as well. YouTube and Twitch at the same time, for anyone who doesn't understand who I'm talking to. If you don't see it in your chat, I'm talking to the other guys. Yeah, I double stream, dual stream, split stream, whatever you want to call it. Well, we have more boingies, as I like to call them. That was me failing at the most basic game function. Oh, we got another chest. I'll open that up. That is true. He did try to eat me, and now I will, in fact, be eating him. Oh, I missed again. His meat and bones and hide are all predator types. And predator, so if I kill a wolf and a bear, essentially their meat and whatnot is the same as far as the game is concerned. Prey or predator are the two types. Let's see, we're going to get a nice bump up here. Nope. Try that again. And another one. Okay, so there's this blue glowy means that I can't get to the essences inside. You'll note this is red. It's a glowing red. We're going to count how many there are. There's 2 glowing reds. 3 glowing reds. So what this means is I have to find areas. Why do baby clothes have pockets? They don't got no money, no goals. Well, you got me. They may have goals, They want to get fed, they want to sleep, and they don't want to sit around in their poop. In this way, they have a great deal to do in common with us senior citizens. We also feel pretty much the exact same way on all of those topics. Okay, so what I'm looking for is like that. There are hidden in this structure, there are going to be 3 red, glowy collections of glyphs. I have to find them and activate them to turn them blue. Once I have turned them all blue, I'll have access to the essences at the top. Essences are used for opening up new recipes and are also used in recipes. So they're like a crafting material, but they're more than just a crafting material, as they're also, in essence, the currency for learning more recipes. So as an example, I'm in the tier 2s now. I've got almost all the recipes for tier 1 stuff. And there are all these categories with different things. This is structures, refinement, which is used in crafting, tool making, clothing, consumables, so that's food and potions, magic stuff, the tile sets for building housing, and special event stuff, which is, a festival kind of things from the past. So now I am looking for this red glow on, basically it's going to be on the pillars. But it can be on any side of them, and it's not guaranteed you're automatically always going to be able to see it. Okay, that's the one I had earlier. So it can appear on like the inside or outside parts of... I'm going to go ahead and pull up my umbrella, so just in case... no, that's not it. So just in case I overshoot and fall, the umbrella turns in, basically becomes a glider. It's a Mary Poppins thing, Alright, I think I have to try the next level up. There's the second one. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go, that's 2 down, 1 to go. Alright, I don't think there's going to be any up here, but it's not impossible. I'm going to, let's see, I think that's offhand only. It's getting dark. I'm not sure if I can see the blue ones clearly in the torch. But a lot of times to see it, the red, you kind of have to be at an angle, or see it, QuickTime event, the ABC's backwards. You have 10 seconds. CBAs. ABC's backwards is CBAs. That's easy. Give me a tough one. Come on. But it can take a while to find, like, the last one when you're looking around desperately for it. Was I wrong? No. Was it a cheap dodge? Yeah. Yeah, it was a cheap dodge. Granted, it was definitely a cheap dodge. It might be down here on the lowest level. Could be. There it is. Alright, that's the 3. So now we need to get back up to the top to get our goodies. That was not correct. That was bad. We need to remove that. That's not going to work. There we go. And there it is. Easy peasy. Nice to be seen again. Welcome back. Alright, so we have completed the jumping puzzle. No, this is an intellect. Bastion of intellect. So what we have is another bastion of intellect to the west by northwest. It's a bit late. Can I quick travel to the village lookout? Yes. I'm going to teleport there, head right down to the town, and grab some shut-eye there. Hi, Cyril. How you doing? Don't mind me. I just need to get some shut-eye. You know, I've had a big day. We'll sleep until dawn. How about a little more? No, we got plenty of blueberry salad buff up. Let's just eat. How about some wasna? I have no idea what wasna actually is. I think it may be similar to... I think it's a Native American thing similar to like pemmican, where it is meat that is dried and then powdered and mixed with fruit and fat. And it doesn't sound particularly tasty, but it is a very light, compact way of carrying long-lasting food with you. All right, we're here. That's cave entrance. We're not interested. That's the Bastille of Intellect. We are interested. And then we've got the Corrupted Fey Ruins and the Corrupted Cave that has a mushroom we need, and then the Odd Glyph, which we need to destroy for Puck. Puck, Robin Goodfellow, is taken from Shakespeare's Midsummer Night Dream. It's one of the Fae. And the Fae and humans have always had a back and forth relationship until humans have now been mostly wiped out by the Veil. Whoops! Okay. Are they coming? Well, we'll load up our gun. And now they're going to come running. Got them all? Got them all. Well, something wants to eat you. It's only fair that you eventually eat it. And stitch its hide into your clothing and use its bones to make your furniture. Hey, it's not necessarily a friendly world. And it's raining again. This is actually a very unfriendly world. Regeneration, our regeneration is reduced on this world, and it seems to rain all the frickin' time. It's good enough for Mary Poppins, it's good enough for me. These are all nodes that could be mined, for example. These are mostly would be used for construction, although a few other things. Some weapons as well, but mostly for construction. Oh, look. Well, dear me, oh me. Well, that bear took 734 damage from my gun. I'm going to cast Bullet again. Sometimes you've just got to cast Bullet. I think there's one left. There it is. Did we get everybody? Nope. Did we get everybody? Has everyone been helped? All right. There's a Hope Echo, which is lore, and a few essences. That is, yeah, that's, she's just, oh, that's the Carnute. It's live. I've never actually shot at a live Carnute before. Not sure what would happen. Not anxious to find out. Big, enormous blue see-through critters are a little bit scary. Another Hope Echo, so that's more lore. I don't want to read the lore. Is it me reading at you does not necessarily make for good gameplay. Let me remove that. So to get this, there are some number of glowy crystals. 2. Third one is up there. There's at least 4, might be 5 of the damn thing. Sadly, also, there are more predators around. Here they come. Hi. Thank you, Jesse. I think that's all of them. Once again. Waste not, want not, you know. Where's the other one I killed? There he is. And so that's like the third. Got to find them all and figure out the order that they all go off in. Okay, so don't know where 1 is. I think that was 2. That's 3. 4 sounds like it's somewhere over there. There's 5, I think. So I need to find the first one. Sounds like it's right in front of me. I'm going to punch a hole in this wall here. You can punch holes in walls that have cracks in them. Aha! So is this one? I think it is. No. There's one on my left. If you don't get it right, I think it summons mobs. Okay, so I think this is the one. Alright. They'll all throb now. Okay. I think this is one. No! Alright, well, first thing I need to do, I need to repair all my stuff. There we go. Maybe up there. Not there. Alright, that's 2. 3. 4 is down there. Gotta find them before we can activate them. It still sounds like it's somewhere over here to me. Obviously not here. I'm still just trying to find the first one in Vwad. That's... I can't tell for sure. It's because it's kind of echoey in here. Now we got another box. No. This is, I think, the longest one in the game, if memory serves, in that it's 6 notes long. Sounds like it's from the left. But I'm not seeing any bashable walls immediately here. All right. Out comes the torch. Fine. Well, it's not in here. I can say that with a surety. It sounds like it's coming from over here. Get rid of the torch. Well, get it off my bar, anyway. Is there another breakable wall anywhere? Not even breakable, just... No, doesn't look like it. Not there. Wow, this one's being a nasty little SOB. Maybe in there? I don't know if I've been in there or not. That's the one right behind me. That? No, that's not it. All the way up there is that one. That's one. One and then down. Two. And then three is here. It's five. Five notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down there somewhere, I think. 5. It's 5 notes. Okay, we got to get there, there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't think it's in here. No, that's 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. All right. We have got the order now. That was not fair. Damn it. Nope. All right. Back. It's going to take a couple of minutes. Well, it might take a couple of minutes. Let's give ourselves a little more height, Scarecrow. Just wanted to knock that door out. Okay. 1. 2 is right there. 2. 3. 4. And yay! Victory is mine. 20 tier 2 essences. It's not like a ringing victory, but any victory is a win. Next up. Memory serves there are baddies here who need to, well, die first. The Bound. Oh, it's raining again. How lovely. Yep. Got one of them. Got the two of them. Oh, yep, got to get the heart. All right, that's the first heart. I don't know if there are more hearts. The odds are, yeah, maybe not. This is available, so maybe it is just the one heart, corrupted heart thingy that needs destruction. No, we'll grab some Etherian glass because it's obviously better than regular glass on account of its Etherian. Right, now in here is the Carnute. I think we need to heal it. We have got the glowing characters again. That's one. That's two. I remember that's going to be three. It made these a lot easier to find, I'll say that. Let's see. We have at least two more red to find, three more red to find. There are four more red glowy glyphs we've got to track down here. There's another one, so three. Three left. Two left. You want to pick that stuff up, Jesse? Good work. How much space has Jesse got left in her carrying bags? Yeah, none, actually, would be the answer. Well, those don't weigh any, so I'll carry those. Those don't weigh much. I'll carry those. The rest of the stuff she can carry for now. Was it two more, I think, right? Well, let's knock this window down. I think this goes to the outside. I wasn't paying close attention to the dimensions. No, it does not go to the outside. Not directly, anyway. That is another one. One left. I do believe. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat a little salad. You can tell I'm definitely the kind of guy who eats a lot of salad, though, right? Right, there is like the corrupted Carnute is in there. Clearly he's having gastrointestinal distress, as you can tell from the sound. There's the last one. Up there. We just have to figure out how to get up there. From the outside. Now, how do we get back to the outside? That I don't remember. I think through here. Yeah. There's a non-corrupted Carnute. The corrupted Carnute's right in there. that's where we need to go. This should solve it. It has solved it. So, we get our reward. Another 20 essences. And the Carnute. Approach the corrupted Carnute. Carnute looks in pain. It has neither the drive nor the strength to fight you. This is the perfect candidate to test how Desma's formula relax with the realmic life. Pour the purity potion on the Carnute's skin. The Carnute's fur shoots up, its skin crawling as the corruption protests against the searing sting. For an instant, the corruption burns stronger, then, in a wheezy breath, it painfully crumbles into the air. The corruption no longer lingers in the Carnute's body, but the damage inflicted will take time to heal, if at all. Okay, that is one of our tasks done. The next task, we've got an infestation in the way. We'll bump them off because they're bad guys. The rifle makes a nice opener at range, and if they don't react promptly... Oh. I missed him, so he whacked me a good one. It still continues to drizzle. Lovely. Lovely weather you have around here. Okay. We've got more bad guys coming in. More of the Bound. A little rabbitoid critter went running by. Where is the heart? The heart, they'll keep coming in waves until you destroy the heart. There's the heart. Sometimes there can be more than one heart, but not usually. And we have, it's cleared because the essences are available. There's still a couple of mobs around. And that should be all of them. Now we grab our reward. The essences. We're up to almost 300 of them. Recipes cost between 5 and 25, basically. We'll do a quick check to see if there happens to be a box of goodies in here as well, as there often, although not always, is. I could collect. That's like a carved sandstone. No, I can make plenty of carved sandstone on my own. Thank you. And it's heavy. Oh, we got a couple of things. Don't have a chest, I don't think, but no, we'll grab the gunpowder. But the rest of that stuff we don't need. Yeah. Okay. So we did one of the two things we needed for Aurelio Acevedo Ortega. The next one is here, a damp cave where mushrooms thrive. We've got to get... Well, if you don't think I'm entertaining enough, I'm sure there's a fun guy in there. I know, there's not much room for humor around here. Oh, God, make it stop. That's tin? I think all my weapons and tools are still made of tin. Let's glide. Yes, yeah, I know. There is basically no bad joke I will not stoop to make. It's a sad statement about me, really. So there is a cave around here somewhere. Theoretically down there, I think. Yeah, down there. Read Desma Valavani's field notes, third entry. Again, lore stuff and a little bit of essence. We're looking, there's a mushroom in here at some point. And obviously corruption, because nothing says corruption quite like fucking tentacles. Why is it always tentacles? I do not recall what was involved in this part of the quest. Ow, ow, ow. A stifling maleficium. More stifling maleficium. There is no shortage of stifling maleficium around. But I think what I have to find is there's a specific weird mushroom in here, and I need to pour the purifying potion on it. I think that's in the downstairs area. I think. I occasionally think. I have been known to. That, I think, is it. That's not it. Don't walk off while you're getting your running room ready. Hey! Ain't no cause for that. That's the thing. I will approach the corrupted mushroom. It looks infected. Perfect candidate for her formula on fungal life. The mushroom's cuticle sizzles and froths as the corruption attempts to flee the burning anguish. The elixir acts fast, and before corruption can dissipate, splinters into nothingness before your eyes. Okay, we have both of the... Although the cooties, the maleficium, is still active. We'll get out of this cave. All right. That is 2 quests that we needed to get done, and there's a third one not far away. An odd glyph. I don't assume that was in the cave I was just in. No, it shouldn't be. Yeah, it should be up above. All right. Good progress so far. We've been at it for an hour today. That is quartz. A little copper. I'm going to take a second and harvest a bit more copper. Not that there was a whole lot there. Anytime now. Alright. Ah, there we go. It finally vanished. Alright. That's good. You can get the tin. I appreciate you grabbing the tin. Oh, we've got a shiny bluey over here. Oh, a ring course. We'll come back to that, hopefully. Oh, it's another cave. It's got to be a cave down here. Well, let's activate the course. Basically, it's a glider course you use your umbrella through. But right now... those are deer. I guess we have to find the cave entrance we're looking for. It may be in the corrupted cave. I hope not. I don't want to have to go back through that because the noise of the corruption is creepy. Try around this way. But there's a cave somewhere, I think, that we need to track down. I got some more copper. Almost all of my tools and stuff are made with tin. I assume copper would be better for it, as it's a tier 2 material. We headed back to the same place, I think. Maybe. Probably. What does the side quest say? Favor for a favor. Shatter the glyph. Uncover secrets. Destroy a glyph located in a Fey ruin. That's an infestation. Cave is not a Fey ruin, generally speaking. Should be up there. An etched ingot of tin. Well, it's supposed to be a ruin. I don't think a cave qualifies as a ruin. I mean, you could have a ruin that was also a cave. But I don't think that the thing we were in would qualify. Okay, I guess, where are our climbing picks? There they are. Climbing picks are an odd thing when they work. well. It's easy and straightforward, but a lot of the times they just don't seem to work quite right. In this case, probably not needed. Fey Ruin. I'm right where it's supposed to be. But I don't see any ruins. Something here? She didn't even pick up after herself. Doesn't say that it's in a cave. I'm going to do a quick Google. Favor for a favor quest. Found the glyph, given the options to shatter it or memorize it. Okay, well, they found it. I haven't. Can't find the strange glyph for Puck. That sounds right. Maybe. It's inside the mushroom cave. It is inside the mushroom cave. I was hoping that wasn't the case. I have to say I'm not particularly a fan of dual purposing a quest location. If that makes sense. To my mind, a quest location should be a single quest location, unless it specifies otherwise. Is that it? I think that's it. In a sec, one high up on a ledge. Well, that could be it, but I don't think that's it. So it's probably... Basically, this cave has a lower level and an upper level. Oh! Breakable. It's got to be back here. Or possibly not. Ah. That's a bingo. And my space didn't catch. And it's always delightful when that happens. Not really. Stop with that, all right? Nobody likes you when you do that. Oh, come on. It's such a dicey mechanic in the game where you're trying to grab onto something and it just doesn't stick. No, please. Really hate that sound. I've gotten myself lost again. It's all the way up there, so I don't think we're there where we need to be just yet. That's not the way. That's definitely not the way. It's just such an annoying sound. I hate it. Through here. Alright, I'm doing the first jump just fine. The second jump ain't cutting it. That's probably because I'm doing the wrong jump. It might be a correlation there. This glyph behaves differently than the other glyphs you've found before. This must be the glyph Puck warned you about. Shatter the glyph, turn it in, or pay close attention to the glyph. I'm just going to shatter it. I don't want to piss off Puck. Leave. A favor for a favor updated. Return to Puck. Alright, and Puck should be over here with Aurelio Acevedo Ortega. Nope. He's right here. Hi, Puck. How you doing?
Another fine favor finished. I had faith my goodwill was not misplaced. And of course, fret not over the shattered glyph. It was little more than a flawed record of events already long past.
In other words, I did your dirty work for you. It's probably something bad about you.
Well-earned reward. The Fae who bound Sylvan's cradle in contract are ones I knew well, though they have long since fallen from the graces of more eminent kin, the Court of Hearts. The folly inherent to their dealings here, oaths of blood, suffering eternal, is their gauche indelicacy.
Gauche indelicacy.
Typical for Fae led by such a queen. Single-minded obsession has long been her hallmark. Contracts so brutish, regardless of their power, invariably hold ways to circumvent them. This is no exception. One might consider that suffering can be ended in a myriad of ways. Some violate the terms of this deal, but not all. Do with this what you may. My knowledge.
We finally know what the big end boss is.
Arrangement
Because
is satisfied.
Nightingale City has been implemented and there is a big boss. Not him. But it is the queen he just referred to. The Bound Queen. And then he snaps his finger and away. What did you do over here? Coal. I'll pick up the coal. Now to see if we can get out of here and back to Aurelia. Acevedo Ortega. That's sandstone. I don't need sandstone, you know. The light! Get me into the light! Praise be! Let there be light! Try not to step off a cliff or anything, dumbass. Now, I don't know if they're going to continue development on the game. I know they have been continuing development with things like new tile sets, new areas and stuff like that. They did have big layoffs like, I don't know, maybe 9 months ago. But I do know that they've also built in a Play it on your own computer version. You don't have to play their servers. You can run it on your own system and still play co-op too. So they've made the adjustments, whether it is a portent of things to come, that they think the studio is going to be closing down or anything. They have done what I think is the moral and ethical thing. They have made allowances for people who own the game to keep playing, even if their company dies. And I think that's awesome. I will also point out, if anyone's interested, I'm pretty sure this is still on sale on the Steam sale. Not positive the Steam sale is still going on, but I think it is. Oh, Piggy. Yeah, he's angry. Gave me a solid whack, but BLTs are on the menu tonight. All right. Desma? Time is of the essence, Realm Walker. If you have need of me, please make it quick. I was able to test your potions. Not a moment too soon. Realm Walker Aurelio's condition has only grown worse. You must tell me what exactly were the potion's effects when applied to the mushroom. It appeared to work, I think. Promising indeed. Now, what of the Carnute? The effect was quite instantaneous. Excellent. I must say this is a favorable outcome as I could have hoped for. I believe I know what is needed to strengthen this balm to a true curative. Take these tinctures. Once combined with the original formulation, they could provide a marked improvement. Then it'll be ready to give to Aurelio? It must be, but please, treat the trees before anything else. This formulation is still new even for our testing, and it would be a weight off my mind to know the roots do not expire upon contact. And if I know Aurelio half as well as I believe, he may deny treatment if he feels this unintended mistakes render him undeserving. Can I really afford to wait? The village needs this cure just as badly. I'll return as quickly as I'm able. If my new formulation works as devised, I believe it will be able to stop the disease's spread and cleanse the root from the afflicted trees. You'll need to apply it to the roots, a grand task to exhume the forest entirely, but as luck would have it, the trees here have a great deal in common with earthy fungi. Their roots function much more like a mycorrhizal. Well, a rhizome is like ginger or galangal, so mycorrhizal network. And if one tree receives treatment, it's likely only a matter of time before all are tended. There's yet another ruin, which during my observations seemed to have been breached by that very root system. Make your way to it, and you'll have easy access. Then I know what I must do. Best of luck, Realm Walker. We all need it. Now, claim the Confluence Potion recipe in Tier 2. And then I've got to make one. The Confluence Potion. Nope, that's a fishing trap. It's not a Confluence Potion. That one? Confluence Potion. Learn free. Purity Potion. Okay. She gave me multiples, so I now need, unless she happens to have just sitting right here a refined Tier 2 alchemical boiler, which she does. Autofill. Craft. I now have 5 of them. Or I will. Or I do. Confluence potions. That's ink. Confluence. Purity potion. Did I not get any? They're going to be listed here, probably. Purity potion. Extinguishing potion. Removes burn, poison, and maleficium status effects. Well, Should have 10 of them now. Well, I'm going to assume I've got them even though I can't see them in my inventory. Because sadly, you have to mouse over things to get them. I don't want that. We'll extract that. I mean, it should be right there, but it's not. Health potions, stamina potions. Should have a shitload of them, but I don't see them. I'm going to assume I have them. I stepped in the fire again. I have a trifling burn. They went to the ground. I'm glad I looked. Jeez Louise. So, the underground for this. Awaken, no. Sylvan's Cradle main quest. Acquire confluence potions. Yeah, I got them. I've got them. Do I not have the room for them? You got them. It cannot be serious. They're serious. I don't have the room for them. Bleep my life. How about we extract? I definitely don't need those. We'll extract those. Confluence potions. Confluence potions. All right. Pour the corrupted confluence potion on the corrupted roots as soon as I can figure out where I need to go. It may be in the place I am right now. No, not yet. No. Aid. Defense. Infestation. Entrance to the Realm Vault. That's the site of power that opens up the next map. Infestation, leading to a vault crawling with Bound. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Ooh, who thought of that? Who thought that was a good idea? I'm trying to find where I'm supposed to go. That's the village. Still agility done, done. Intellect done. Done that, did that. Not sure where I'm supposed to go. Corrupted Crypt. There we are. Found it. We're here. Let us... It's raining on us again. We'll do a quick travel to the lookout. That'll take us about halfway where we need to go. Try this again. Another ring puzzle. I haven't done this one previously. Because it's headed in that direction we want to go, I decided I'd give it a shot, and it does appear to be working. hungry. And I was wet. Did I really miss that? Oh, let's see if we can manage. It took us exactly the wrong way. Well, it's taking us the right way. Until it wasn't. Jessica? Jesse? Jesse? Don't walk away. Don't you turn your back to me! Sorry. I'm a very possessive employer. Let's see. We can transfer that. And keep those. Let's see. What else? What can we move across that we don't need? We don't need the sandstone blocks. We don't have the space. Again, just... makes me want to pull my hair out. But of course, that's not possible. He doesn't have any. Oh. Extract. Confirm. Back to her. Come on. Give me the rock. So that I can destroy it. Extract. Extract, 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 extract. Anything else? I'm short on space, not weight for a change. That's just weird. All right, close enough. Bear. Bear meat. All right, we'll reload. Get back out the sword. Oh, we're hungry. A little more salad and steak. That's got to be pretty healthy, right? Salad and steak. Yeah, okay, we've got corrupted ass-looking roots. Another bear. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. I'm going to stop singing at you because, well, you've done nothing to deserve that, as far as I know. I suspect we are heading to the Bound. That's the sound of a summoning from the heart. They sound crabby. Sound like rather a lot of them, too. Or maybe he's just extra crabby. Alright, heart's done. At least the first tier heart. There may be more hearts around. I hear more complaining. Heart done. Dude done. Any more? Now we can hear another opening of a doorway or grating or something with still more baddies. Heart. We've got another heart. Dude, you need higher quality grenades. All right, how about the corruption runs through these roots, slowly spreading. If Decima's right, the confluence potion should slow down the spread of the corruption. You know, with time, the corruption will return, but a reprieve would buy you precious time to seek the origin of the curse. Room goes cold and your blood burns, sharp as ice. The corruption vibrates spitefully as its wicked remains flicker and wither. You can taste acid on your tongue. Corruption appears to be contained, for now. More glass. Now we're going to see if we can get any useful stuff. I'll grab the gunpowder. Am I loaded again? I'm overloaded. God damn it. Dag nabbit. I am overloaded, not just filled with space. Extract. Give me a second, I'm going to extract some stuff. Not the copper ore. Definitely not the iron ore. Sure, tin ore. Not the ribbonwood lumber. How many? Do we have any, like, just cheap crap? I have a sneeze coming. I have sneezed. I sneezed a sneeze. There was some... I don't need the quartz. Why settle for quartz when you can get it by the gallon? That was kind of a nonsensical joke, but I went with it. No, I want to keep all those. Definitely keep all those. That's tier 2. We want to keep the tier 2 stuff. Alright. Alright, I don't want to pick up any of that. We've got more of the shining ore, but I definitely don't have space for that. That's shining ore as well. I simply just don't have the space. Am I still overloaded? No. I can run again. Oh, we got a chest, though. Oh, I don't... It hurts my soul to do this kind of stuff. My gaming soul does not approve of me doing this kind of thing. I feel guilt, shame, boundless shame. Interesting. There's a stairway, and there's a hollow inside. You know, if I bust it open, we can see another chest. That's going to put me way overweight. Yeah, way overweight. Only 35 pounds overweight. Jesse, can you help me out here? Jesse, please. No, she's got space. That's regular wood bundles. We can get rid of that. What did I just grab? It was the lumber. We can take that and... damn it. The fact that they won't let you extract from the trade menu is really annoying. Also, this dialogue needs to pop up immediately, not scroll up. That's crap. And there I sounded like fucking Smeagol. Precious! Right, yeah, it will. That's a good point. That if I hit move all, it will stack. I don't think she's got anything else, but it is definitely worth trying and something I should do more. It's a function I just discovered a couple of days ago. Works, so. In this case, it did also move a couple of things over to her. Filling the inventory, which I didn't necessarily want to do. For instance, I don't want her to have the rifle cartridges. It's very useful when you've got a full container. You can, if you try to transfer to a full container, anything you can move over that'll stack will move. If it's not a full container, though, it can move over stuff that you don't actually want to move over. That was a lot of weight. Okay, I'm now in much better shape. That was a huge amount of weight. That was like 60 or 80 kilos of weight. But thank you very much for the pointer. Was one I'm aware of, but don't use as much as I should. I found it accidentally while poking around while I was still in the fishing basket stage of storage. It's almost worth keeping fishing baskets around just for that. That's like a door. Is that like a special icon for like a hammer that I do not have? Because I don't have a hammer? If I did have a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. That's not going to work, I don't think. It is actually going to work. That's a long drop to a boinger. Yeah, the axe did. I did try it and get lucky. Oh, amber. Okay, well, I do have some amber already, but there is a boinging or an opening platform down there. More amber. And this should open that. Right. Okay. That looks like more shimmering and shimmering, I think. I mean, I finished this out, but at this point I just want to poke around a bit at the reward stuff. See if I can find anything else. The cartridges, for example. More amber, I do think. That's more cartridges. And more cartridges. We'll continue to go up, up, up. I need to talk to Aurelio Acevedo Ortega again. As I have triumphed, as is tradition. And back to there. Looks like we're getting towards dark. We'll talk to, go back to Aurelio. They're back. We get them all? Nope, not all of them. Yep, all of them, I think. What I do like about these is that they so conveniently, one stab with a knife and you've skinned and boned and flinched them. It just, makes everything easier. I think we got all of them. Where are we headed? Over there. I will talk to Aurelio Acevedo Ortega. Did I place my marker incorrectly? He should be right behind me. I just ran right past because I'm blind. Aurelio Acevedo Ortega. Dude.
Did you come for an update on my condition?
Yeah, sure.
Then I regret to inform you that I doubt I'm long for this world. The hounds of Hades have come howling from the depths, calling me homeward.
That's a bit dark. Desma has a potion that may cleanse you.
Miss Balavani is done with her tinkering then. Her time management and resource allocation have always been questionable for a quartermaster. Woefully, she has wasted both her time and yours. I humbly request you take that potion elsewhere.
Oh, and I humbly request that we administer it to you by enema. I'm afraid I must insist you take it.
And I'm afraid I must decline. It was my thoughtless behavior.
It will be an enema then.
It was my own overweening obsession that brought this curse upon Sylvan's cradle and her people. I alone must atone.
And here I thought you were just a stubborn wise ass.
A man can contain both intellect and hubris. The two are not mutually exclusive. Remember that.
You don't seem to have the intellect, you have the hubris.
But right now, these vile fae require sacrifice. So a sacrifice I will become.
I cannot allow this.
In your eyes that I once saw reflected in my own. The wild fire of a determined adventurer, raging against the odds. I could not stop such a force even if I tried.
There you go. Choke it down. Because you wouldn't have liked it as an enema any better. I don't know, maybe he would.
With Goblinkin in my early days as a realm walker. A note to pass on to Miss Valavani for her next concoction.
I'll pass that on.
I feel as if I've tasted the briefest whisper of laudanum. That is to say,
Tincture of opium.
I feel a modicum improved, but the despair still lingers. The curse hasn't lifted, as I'd expected. The Fae require a sacrifice. I admit, I was holding on to the hope that perhaps you or Desmond might. No point in
God, he's a whiner.
It is time for me to collect myself and pass back through that gate, to take up the chains I retreated from before, and free Sylvan's cradle of this blight.
If I could pass through that gate, perhaps I could find answers.
Ah, there it is. What I've been hoping to see you all along.
Following the quest line?
Flame of fortitude, burning in those lost eyes.
What, these lost eyes?
That's the proper.
Do I look lost to you?
Walker. Clearer than I witnessed in years. The gate is yours. Do what you feel you must, but don't put all your hope in success. This geriatric realm walker would welcome failure just as openly.
Pardon the yawning. He is blabby. Where angels fear to tread. Enter the site of power. That's the cradle's site of power. Oh, is this one again? That's the realm vault. Right, so this is the one. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I'm going to head home first. Check on my gear, maybe make some new stuff, some improvements, and then probably call it an evening. That's a couple minutes off, but I will return to my respite. My respite realm is being prepared. I can hear the thrumming in there of the glowing stones puzzle. Come on, Jesse, you ready? Don't worry, Scotty will teleport us, or will transport us in just a minute. There we go. We're being beamed up right now. I'll dump off as much of the stuff as I'm carrying that I can. Also get the stuff off Jesse. Get that all salted away, and maybe look at making a little improvement to something. Wonder if I can make a better sword. Pardon the yawn. Oh my god. Old man falling apart. Pfft, that's a joke. Old man fell apart years ago. Old man is crumbling to pieces. I have a lovely home, if by lovely, a home that looks like a cube half buried in the ground. Hey, right angles are nature's best invention. All right, let's see how much stuff we can put away. What I can do... No, sadly it's all in there alphabetical. Container settings. Right. That's if you're like playing co-op or whatever. All right. Coal, quartz, salt, and copper. Coal, quartz, glass quartz. We have copper, I know that. Copper ore. Yep, copper ore. Shimmering ore, I don't think we have any of that. Take it back, we have a little. Fibers, none. It's more about can you craft and or build from the chest. And can your NPC access it? There's not currently a way to change the chest access for real people. Ah, okay. I knew about the crafting from the chest, but I didn't know about the other. Let's see. What we can do here, Cousin Smirt, sorta. Well, 2 more items will fill this up, and then we can just transfer all, and anything that's in there will automatically go across without any fear of getting something in there that I don't want in there. Ink. No, we actually went to charm someplace else. Again, 2 more things to fill it out. And we can just transfer everything else. And everything that's transferable will transfer. Or in this case, possibly not. This is where we've got our foodstuffs. This is our definitely all the magic stuff. Well, 1 or 2 things went over there. This is where our magic stuff goes. Hold on to the purity potion and the confluence potion. I don't think we need those again, but I'm not sure. Right. Oh, organics here. Yep. Additional crafted stuff there. Look, it's me in quartz. Lens doesn't come in quartz. Please feel free to insert your own joke here. That's a really old joke. That's an incredibly old joke. Is there anything in there that shouldn't be? Yeah. Bound ichor and bound fiber. Those are critter bits. Alright, so we've got a few potions. Those are constructed bits that we can drop in here. In here. Right, so we've got ammo for the gun, ammo for the bow, some potions, some explosive marbles, if I need to swap back into the sling bow. We've got some foodie bits. I think that is everything we need, except that can go elsewhere. Alright, now we will get all the stuff from Jessie, and we'll put that into chests. She teleported again. She always does that. I step outside, she teleports. What is she doing around this corner? Maybe I don't want to know. Damn it. Oof. I'm almost full of stuff. Is this going to put me over? I bet it does. Not quite. That did, but we can just extract that. And we should now get out of the rain, because I'm going to get it. I'm going to catch my death. Let's see, raw gem quartz, coal, full again. That doesn't belong in there. It doesn't belong in there. Action. Yeah, I know. This ain't fascinating viewing. Alright, well, we're back down below 50 kilograms. I wanted to check and see. Oh, I'm hungry again. Longbow. Ingots, animal fire, and lumber. Currently have refined longbow. Let's going to look at the sword. Refined sword. Blade, lumber, and guard. So the lumber, we want to use ribbon wood for. The guard. Now, tin's not a particularly interesting choice. What choices do we have for the guard? Guard and blade, wasn't it? I think it was guard and blade. Yep, guard and blade. Guard. We need a shaft. Don't say it. Shaft. Need an ingot. Critical damage, critical ranged melee. Copper. Okay, so I think we make the blade and the shaft from copper. So that now should mean that the guard with copper has ranged. How did that happen? How did I screw that up? I have questions. I was off by one. That's how I did it. The lacunum, or lacunus. Melee 4%, melee 6%, and resistance to maleficium. Alright, we will make that instead. Guard. Lacunus. 6%. We'll probably need the lacunus for the blade as well. Requires a metal plate. Metal plate. Yep, the lacunus. And the blade. The metal plate. Let's see how much better of a sword I've made myself. If anything, I may have actually made these components before, but let's find out. Refined sword. Blade. The ribbon wood. And the guard. Current is a 31. It's doing 58 damage. This is doing 66.1. Weird. This one has a higher gear score equivalent. I guess maybe because it's also got magic power. No, this one's got melee of 6.1. Or 66.1 instead of 58.1. 2.38 crit versus 2. Slightly less crit. But the same stats otherwise? Yeah, better. Gear score is entirely useless on a sword. Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a not insignificant 7 additional damage, right? 8 additional damage from 58 to 66. That's a significant chunk. That's what, 15%? General calculation of gear score is not reliable. Got it. Used to be you had to hit gear score numbers to open up higher tiers, right? I think. That's what my brain is telling me, but of course we cannot trust my brain, and I think we all know that. There's my new sword. Fear me, all of you. Ha. Okay, Jesse. It did. Gear score was previously used to determine whether you could enter sites of power and a few other things. Yeah, I thought so. The brain, it doesn't work great, but occasionally it doesn't work great at all. But sometimes it actually remembers the past correctly. Where did it go? Did I not just... Did I give him... I need that here so that I can extract it. There we go. The only remaining use now is to determine whether that tool can be harvest nodes of things. Right? Yep, I remember that. It can be artificially pumped way up with infusions and charms and enchantments. Yeah, I remember having to do that when I first got to tier 3 mats on my previous playthrough. It was like a couple of my tools worked fine, but I had to pump them up with infusions, I think, for a couple of them to get them to work. I had forgotten about that blissfully. We can drop the copper shaft. Back in the constructed goods pile. That's something else I was going to do. And of course my brain has, as is tradition around here. Ah, that was it. I remembered. I was going to unlock more stuff. Let's see, magic. Let's unlock cards. I'm in no drastic need of them, but there's no reason to not unlock, since I've got a good amount of tier 2 essences right now. Tender steak. I enjoy some steak. I have not been doing any fishing. I don't see any big reason to get the fish cutlets. The salad, however, I noticed seemed to have really good stats associated with it. Broth, stew, lunar nectar. So the Tudor stove allows for a shitload of augments. Also, SDA_CFT_TDR_cook_T2_stove. It's possible that one slipped through the QA process. Why not? Sometimes you just got to treat yourself. Clothing. Did I unlock all of it? Almost. Early access for the win. Yeah, I have enjoyed this game a lot. I'm probably at pretty close to 100 hours now. I've been through, a number of the patches and stuff. It still has its rough edges, but for whatever reason, it works for me more than any of the other survival crafting games. I've tried a bunch. Not an exhaustive list by any means, but I've tried a bunch. Oh. Tier 2. This upgraded estate cairn also allows realm walkers to gather moderate numbers of NPCs to live and work. I was wondering about that. That was, I knew, something new, at least for me. Cairns can serve as landmarks. I already have a peeps box. I got the bed. Well, Jesse's been complaining about the smell, so a bath is probably a good idea. Tudor bed might be a higher tier bed. All right, light. I don't need to worry about the light. Let's see what else we got in here. Animal oil and line. Handle. Coated paper. Rustic toolbox, that's another augment. Hinge. Gears. Oh, how did I get so low so fast? A few things were a little bit more expensive than I thought they were. I'm going to hold on to the points I have remaining then, in case I find that I need to unlock something that I don't already have. That was careless of me. I was careless, thoughtless, thinkless. I spent unwisely. The spyglass is probably worth it, though, and I could use that. Ingot, 2 ingots, 2 lumber, and 2 lenses. That made over here? No, don't just poke around. Oh, it should be made here at, yeah, the tool bench. Okay, workbench, ingot, lumber, and lens. 2 ingots, lumber, and lens. Nope, 2 ingots. Two lumber. I think it was actually 1 lumber and a lens. I had a lens over here somewhere, didn't I? I did have a lens. A me, so to speak. Now, for those who don't know what it is, the spyglass allows you to basically zoom in on an area, and I think it also shows like the level equivalent of the various mobs and critters that are there. Ingot. I didn't have to get them out. That was silly. I'm silly. Pardon me for being, you guessed it, silly. The only thing you have to have them in your inventory is if you're building items for the house. If you're wondering why I made that mistake. Why does that go there? Why can't it go into the offhand? If you turn the ability to build from the chest, you don't have to dig. What? What? That's a thing? Options? System video gameplay. Experimentally hide the HUD. Aim in first person. Show advanced building information. Not sure what that does, but I'll turn it on. Mouse, controller, social, interface. It's the set per chest in the settings for the chest, not in the game. Got it. If only I had known. Thank you very much. It would be an overstatement for me to say that you're a lifesaver, but you're a life improver. I mean, I loved the crafting from the chests and never understood why they didn't allow you to build from the chest. And I still don't understand why that isn't the default option, but thank you very much. That's just, it's so much better. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Well, I think this is where I'm going to call it an evening. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I want to thank all of you guys very much for hanging out, trying to protect your expensive resources that you don't accidentally... Right. Yes. You can certainly... Yeah, that makes sense if you have a chest where you throw all your expensive gear. I don't think I have automatically loaded valuable stuff from my inventory while crafting in the past, but I may have. So yeah, I can see that as an option. Nice if it was at some point like a pop-up. But I can certainly see that your point. But I want to thank all you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, Coriana is particularly, on account of they just helped me a lot. Thank you. Back tomorrow with more of this, I think. I am trying to get a grip on the investigation mechanic in Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. If I do get the hang of that sometime in the near future, I may be going back to Frogware's The Sinking City, because they have a sequel coming. And if I can get a handle on the investigation mechanic and I'm enjoying it, I will definitely kickstart The Sinking City 2, which they're working on. Well, thank you, Coriana. I appreciate that very much. But tomorrow, definitely back here. in the near future after that, don't know. Next month, let's see, April 2nd was going to be Last Epoch, but because PoE announced they're coming in with the .2 release on PoE 2, Last Epoch didn't want to fight that because who would? So because GGG fucked them, they moved it to April 17th, I think, which normally I'd be fine with, but then April 18th is the relaunch of Defiance, an MMO shooter I played years ago. A new company bought the license to run it, and it'll be starting on the 18th. So that's the 18th. The 17th is Last Epoch. PoE 2 is on the 4th of April. Those are the only things I know that are upcoming. I'm not sure how I'm going to juggle them all. At least a little bit of PoE 2 on the 4th. But for tomorrow, more Nightingale, immediate future, maybe trying again Frogware's The Sinking City. I'm back tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night or Thursday morning, either or, I hope they go great. Back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.